Back down here in the field, Thomas Lee now joined by Danny Wallace. Look at that smile. Look at this. Look at this smile on this guy's face right here.
How can you not smile?
What an unbelievable 2 days. And we talked before, 14 was a blur of just unbelievable execution. Games weren't really that close, not a lot of intensity. And yet here you are in two really tight games you guys need to execute, and you guys played your best when it mattered most.
Yes, we did. I mean, first and foremost, I just want to praise God for all this because He's had His hands on this group for 6 weeks. I have watched so many of these young men openly talk about things, and we grew together on the baseball field. The baseball is secondary. We were just allowed to win a state championship while we executed and while we backed each other up and while we did what we needed to do. And it's just a blessing.
And you did it with one hand tied behind your back and your ace, Jacob Golson, not being able to pitch. And yet this staff, you and I have talked about it for months now, how deep this group is. Coach Starter and I have talked about it, how there's so many people that we don't get to see in the games that play key moments and key contributions in practice during the week. It's really unbelievable that this staff came together as a group and were able to make the outs that they needed to.
Yeah, we don't look at it like we had a hand tied behind our back. It was a situation that we needed to handle, and we had guys handle it, and because they believe in each other.
I know you were telling the guys, too, hey, let's not try to get ball in the air. Let's not try to hit home runs. And yet your two big juniors headed to A&M, both of them with two-run bombs today. It just goes to kind of special. We talked about both of them, of how gifted offensively they are because of their mindset and their swing. And, boy, they got to execute the biggest stage today.
They did. And my favorite thing about this team is we win the semifinal with small ball, and we win the championship game with hitting two balls out of the ballpark.
And you guys can do it anyway against anybody. And I know this is going to go right up there with that 2014 season, maybe even a little more special.
Absolutely. It was special. We get the squeeze bunt early. We get the two bombs late. We pitch. We play defense, and we beat a great team. We beat two great teams. And I guess we did deserve to be here.
After all, it does appear that way as you guys are state champs. I know 14 is special. It was your first. But this one, a group of guys that you took to Cooperstown, including your son on the team, I know we've talked about it before, but it's got to add an extra level of special for how long you've known these guys and how you've seen them develop from little 6-year-old whippersnappers now to state champs.
It is special. There's no way to deny it. I mean, you go all the way back to that week in the bunks in Cooperstown and watching them grow up and having them in my house and then spending 2 glorious days with them on the baseball field and on the biggest stage. So I love my 14 group. I've heard from a lot of them this week, and I'll forever love this group. And now I've got 2 memories that I can be blessed for having.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you so much.
Let's bring in your son, Garrett Wallace.